So today I'm just going to cover a quick piece on if you are about to work with a personal trainer or a fitness instructor in a gym, what you should expect to happen, how you should be expected to be treated, and what components you should have in your program. So typically if I'm working with a client for the first time, they'll have emailed their diet to me so I can kind of get an idea as to where they're coming from and their goals, and then we can kind of work off from there. With seeing their diet beforehand, I can see what kind of pitfalls they're experiencing, and as you probably already know, unless your diet's right, then the training side of things, particularly for fat loss, is going to be very hard to see any significant results. So I can kind of coach them through that and make some suggestions in regards to their nutrition intake. And then a lot of that will be emailed onto them. So everything I'm about to cover right now, I'm just popping over here just for 1 second, should then be kind of emailed or put in a kind of a program format with a client. So if we can see on my laptop here, we've got kind of like a simple program. I would then have a kind of a general overview or sort of simple points I would make to start off with on the nutrition and sort of training sort of side of things. And then the program I'm kind of have outlined here is just a very simple full body workout. You got some lunges, one arm rows, planks, single-legged deadlifts, push-ups, reverse curls, Swiss ball leg curls, and then some stretches listed off as well. So basically with what you have then is you have a very simple program that would be, just say, for somebody like a beginner. If the person was a little bit more advanced and they've kind of gone through some basic fundamentals, then obviously you'd move the program on accordingly. But if you're working with somebody that's a beginner or somebody that's just starting out, generally when I take the person into the gym, the first thing I would do with them, which is going to pop on over here, is you would get them to foam roll. So you would take a foam roll out, again, nice, stiff foam roll, get them to foam roll their thighs, do a lot of muscle tissue quality work first. And even before I would do that, I would get them down on the mat, do some kind of screening, whether that's an FMS or an SFMA, so then you can kind of get an idea as to where they're at in terms of like where they're tight, where they're loose, where they need to work on. Once you've done some foam rolling, I'd go through maybe a dynamic warm-up where they're going through certain drills or exercises to increase their body temperature, just prepare them for the movements we're about to do. So if we are going to do some more of a running component in the workout, then I'd make sure I warm up running drills. If I'm going to do more squatting or deadlift movement patterns, then I'm going to warm up those drills a little bit more. So it depends on the movements you're going to do. If it's a basic program, then we're going to do full body exercises. Then you're obviously going to do a full body warm up and maybe focus on, again, certain muscle groups that you're going to be using within that session. Once you've warmed up and you've done some muscle tissue quality work, then you kind of start on the strength component part of the program. That could involve a simple exercise like a squat for one person. It could involve a straight-legged deadlift, a regular deadlift. It could involve something like, let's say, a single-arm row, or it could involve kettlebells maybe in the workout. It really depends on the individual, but there should be some kind of strength element to what you're doing in your programming, and that doesn't involve like lifting super light dumbbells for lots and lots of reps. It doesn't matter what level you're at, you've got to build strength. Once you've done all the strength component, which is probably going to take maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, depends on the individual, it might be longer for somebody that's a bit more advanced because they maybe focus on single modality exercises. But once you've moved on from there, I like to kind of get my clients to do what other trainers might call a finisher. In CrossFit circles, we would call it a Metcon. So that's normally a series of exercises done either for time or rounds, normally done at high intensity. But again, that will be tapered according to the level or ability of the client. So if the client is, comes in and they're tired, then I'm not going to do a heavy Metcon. I might do something very light. If they're full of energy, then we might do one that's a little bit more demanding. It really depends on the individual. Once you've done all of that, then you'd again just finish with maybe a little bit more rolling, a little bit more static stretching, just to kind of loosen them up a little bit more, and just generally it gives you a chance to kind of chat with them and kind of build a better relationship with them as well. Once you've finished all of that, then I would then email the program to the client, and then the client then can have that printout and bring with them when they go to the gym. I work with clients sometimes 3 times a week. I work with clients like once every 6 weeks, where I'll do the program, they can go away, do the program, and come back. It's entirely up to the person's financial requirements. and up to their ability as well. It's very normal that when you go into a big commercial gym, like the standard of instruction is quite poor, so what we try to do in here is give you better programs so that if you are going to be coming to a trainer on a regular basis, that you're making the most of the time that we have in the gym. One final point, I think your trainer should look the part, so if you want to be in much better shape, then it might be a good idea for the trainer to kind of maybe look somehow fit and healthy. There's lots of coaches I've worked with that are excellent coaches that are not in amazing shape, but normally at some point in their career they have been in great shape themselves. Normally these people are much older, but in general the trainer should look like they know what they talk about. So I don't think it's a good idea to be going to a trainer who's overweight or sloppy, they have no systems in place, and they're generally not very motivating. So I hope I fulfill a lot of those requirements. These are certain points you should be looking out for in your trainer, and if you're not getting them, I would suggest that that's it. Thanks for your time. Hope you enjoy it.